Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakha, Chodash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to sincere Ak. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, La Bachayarium, Shal Yashala, giving a peace to the election of the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you are the Lord's chosen people, but of course, a part of that, I'm only calling out to the election. All right, who shall receive this word and shall Shawab, or you're gonna of course come back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and repent and be deeply sorrowful for their ways. Of course, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who were well. Peace and salutations, all sincere Achim out there, of course. Lifting the names up of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kodash, in all truth and sincerity. Yahweh is the true, almighty, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Hashem, meaning in the name, Rakha, meaning spirit, Kodash is holy. So out in the Paleo-Hebrew, which is the language that has been returned unto the Hebrew Israelites. All right. The Lord returned to us a pure language. All right. And we can call upon him in one consent. All right. And that's, of course, the Lashwan Kodash, the holy tongue, Ha'abariya, the Hebrew. So, I'm the brother Mappa, Great Millstone Plaintables camp located here in the city of Philadelphia, by Babal in Babylon, which is America, the place of all confusion, which this is a clear example of confusion, which we have here. This man, Billy Porter, which I'm not, of course, familiar with him. He wore a gown and not a tuxedo to the Oscars. And this article is going to explain why. Let's see. Let's go into it. It says at tonight's, or yet maybe referring to the other day, because this was published on the 24th. It says at tonight's Academy Awards, talking about Academy Awards 2019 in Los Angeles, California, Pole star Billy Porter defied fashion norms by stepping out onto the red carpet in an unapologetical fashion gown. I want to go into this term for unapologetical. Okay. And this is something of great shame to do if you go out, in these such garments, which it says not acknowledging or expressing regret. Okay, so of course he's unregretful, and as you will see and learn, he will be actually have no remorse nor any care for the law, statutes, commandments, in which him being a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, this is not customs of us. All right, which I just want to make this video pretty quick and to the point. This is gonna be the book of Deuteronomy. All right, the second book of the law, chapter 22 and verse 5, and it says, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto Yahweh, which is the Most High's name, which means he is, or he exists, or he to be, thy power. Okay, so a woman's a shah, and they have a garment by Ha'abariya. In the Hebrew, you have shah malah, or shah malah, which I'm gonna go into the bar word. you have it. It is a wrapper, mantle. You're just covering garment, clothes, raiment, cloth. Basically that what you put upon yourself. All right. Okay, because you cover yourself. You of course cover your nakedness. All right, by putting on clothes. Okay, apparel. So that is from the Hebrew. Okay, Shah Malah. All right, Shamalah. Okay. So you're not supposed to put on a woman's garment. What is a woman's garment? Women are supposed to wear dresses. Okay. Men can wear trousers or pants and such. You have it here where he's not wearing a tux. You have it here. He has a homosexual, effeminate nature. Okay. So going into it, it says here, the creation or the custom creation by designer Christian Sonardo or Siriano included a sharp tailored tuxedo jacket over top a full skirted strapless velvet gown to play on masculinity and femininity or femininity, which you have this whole these people wanting to push that whole gender neutral agenda, and I could be a man and a woman at the same time, that androgynous, because they of course serve the spiritual demon Satan, Shaitan. All right, those that are of course not serving Yahweh Shem Yahshua, serving Satan. They're serving their own belly, their own desires. All right, and you have our people are so damn wicked. He wore this, and I assume what they're speaking of is this as well. But I'm pretty relatively new to this particular article, so I'm just of course taking a pretty educated guess. All right, so it says here that the look challenged the rigid Hollywood dress code and was boundary pushing in all rights and ways. It says for the actor and singer, the fashion choice was deeply personal. Below, Porter reflects on coming to terms with his queer identity and how his fashion choices have become a powerful tool for self-expression and representation. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some scriptures real quick too, because as the Ruach Kodash, the Thun, or give me precepts. Okay, so all right, this is gonna be the book of 2 Timothy 3:1. It says this: know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right, perilous is gonna be some dangerous times. All right. It says, which that's approaching, okay, the times of Jacob trouble, the time of all hell break loose, all right, Yaquab Tazarah, all right, comes to the planet Aratazar, Earth, okay, to the land, in which the Lord is going to bring forth judgment, all right, to this place, to the 2/3 and to the heathen, and of course deliver his election, all right, those that have been chosen for salvation on this side, all right, out of this wicked and defiled place. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. Okay, and that's what you see here. You have men that are lovers of their own selves. Okay, which, let me see, I'm gonna go into this term right here. Right, it says here from the Greek philatos or philatos, which it means here fond of self, selfish, lovers of oneself. All right, basically you're narcissistic and such. All right, loving oneself, to intent to one's interest, and selfish. Okay, and that's what this particular Ayash or man is doing. Billy Porter, he's using this as a means to express himself. Okay, a powerful tool to express himself in self-expression, representation, of, coming in terms with his queer identity. Okay. Of course, paying some type of homage to him being a homosexual, which, those are things that are, contrary to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says here, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, and unthankful, unholy. And yet, you have it. They don't listen to the true elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, they of course slander the words and the scriptures, of the holy scriptures of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're proud. You have boasters, which I'm gonna go into that word for boasters as well. You have it here. You have it, a pretender, an empty pretender. I mean, you have a lot of course, hypocrites out there. All right, that of course claim to serve the Lord, and really they serving the spiritual demon, Satan. Okay. It has here Romans in the precept. You have Romans chapter 1 and 30. Let me see if I go to 29. It says here, and this is actually a part. This is beautiful. All right, we go to Romans chapter 1, and I can start at verse 24. All right, I'm gonna start at 23 or 22. It says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power or the Most High, and to the image that made like to the corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things, on idolatry and such. Wherefore the power also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own hearts. All right, their own minds, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the power into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed for Iwalam, or forever. Amen. It says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their woman did change the natural use unto that which is against nature, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, all burned in their lusts one towards another, men working that which is unseemly, and receiving themselves that recompense of the error which was meet. They of course being homosexuals. You can't have anything that is actually fruitful from a homosexual relationship. You're just gonna get nothing but defilement, wickedness, death. All right, uncleanness. All right. It says that even as they did not retain the Most High in their knowledge. All right. It says the power gave them to a reprobate mind, a mind void of judgment. Okay, because if you had a mind of Hamashiach, or the anointed one, Yahweh Shai, you would know, all right, the words of the Bible and the law of the Bible, which tells you, or Thawara, which tells you that you're not supposed to put on, garments which are not pertaining to a man. All right, you're wearing female garments. All right, and women, you have it. Women that do the same. Okay, they wear trousers, and I mean it's a bunch of confusion. Okay, women that want to be masculine, this dude want to be masculine and feminine at the same time. It says to do those which is not convenient, being filled with unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, and malignity, and whisperers, backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, and disobedient to their parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable and unmerciful, who, knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of mawath, or death, not only to do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. All right, so all of the people that do these things, okay, are worthy of death, mawath, and they shall surely be put to death. Okay, therefore, you have these homosexual acts that are being committed on the daily by our people. Okay, you have it. This dude is Billy Porter. Okay, doing things like this. This is wickedness. All right. It goes on. It says, "I've always been inspired by fashion. My grandmother, my mom, or ama, or it says they were always stylish. I grew up loving fashion." And you have it where, for the most part, our men, they of course look up to women because they've been in a broken family. When their grandmothers and their moms woke up, so they of course assimilate everything that are of course they take upon everything that their mom and their grandma is for. Okay, if they see their mom and their grandmom putting on makeup and all this other stuff, they of course, if they have that wicked spirit, they of course start getting into it so much heavy, where this dude loved fashion so much, now he's wearing a gown. It says, but there was a limit to the ways in which I could express itself. You have it at a time where this homosexuality such wasn't accepted, all right, at a time here in America, all right. You were of course shunned in the society. Now of course you're accepted due to LGBTQ agenda, all right. It says, when you're black and you're gay, or when you're Israelite and you're gay, because there's no such thing as a black man. It says one's masculinity is in question. It says, I dealt with a lot of homophobia in relation to my clothes, or my clothing choices. Even in homophobia, you have it when men are people, all right, they obviously they don't accept, but you have a dislike or prejudice against homosexual people. It says, when I had my first working contract at the AM Records, I was silent for a long time, and I was trying to fit to what other people felt I should look like. And you have it where in the whole industry, they have that whole artist development. Okay, you have to go into it. Okay, and they of course, they have their various fashion designers, and they tailor who they want you to be to fit what the actual industry is pushing at that particular time. Okay, in which right now you have it nothing but the so-called white man, who this the so-called Jew, which is the Edomites right now, of course, claiming our identity. Okay, they're claiming to be actual Israelites, or well, really they say they're Jewish, but they claim to be Jews, but they're not. They're the spirit. They're Satan, Shaitan. All right, they rule the Hollywood and the record industry, the recording entertainment business. All right, it says, when I landed a role in Kinky Boots, the experience really grounded me in a way that was so unexpected. Putting on those heels made me feel the most masculine I've ever felt in my life. And this is confusion. Why, if you put on heels, which is for a woman, how is that gonna make you feel masculine? That's effeminate. All right, and none of the effeminate, all right, shall enter into the kingdom. All right. Let's see if I can get the scripture. Yeah, this is the book of 1 Corinthians 6:9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the power. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. All right, they're not gonna get the kingdom of heaven on this side. They'll come, of course, back after, of course, death by pain, destruction. All right, the Lord's gonna have to clean them up. All right, they gotta, of course, be judged by him. All right, or by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So you have effeminate going from malakos. All right, malakos, which means soft to the touch, in a bad sense, effeminate. Okay, it goes into like lacking faith. It says a male who submits his body to unnatural lewdness. Okay, male prostitute. That's what our men, of course, have become. All right, specifically this man, Billy Porter. This is going to be the book of, I'm going to do Jeremiah 5:28. It says here, there, verse 26, it says, "For among my people are found wicked men, they lie wait as he that set snares, they set a trap, they catch men." You have our wicked pastors, tell it's totally fine to be this way. All right, the Lord he's all forgiven. Okay, to you homosexuals, you have certain pastors that preach that. All right, it says, "As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich." And you have many of these pastors that actually are homosexuals. All right, and it's been proven. Okay, you got your Eddie Longs. All right, it says, "They are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked, the works of the wicked." All right, and our people have done that. All right, they're more wicked than the wicked, which the wicked are the Edomites. All right, the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite. All right, it says, "They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge." It says, "Shall I not visit these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation at this?" It says, "A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land." All right, and the Lord is going to visit all of the iniquity. All right, of the wickedness of the people. All right, that of course are of Israel and the wicked in general that are doing these abominations. Okay, I'm going to go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 22. I'm just going to read in my physical scriptures. It says, "My right hand shall not spare sinners, and my sword shall cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth." Okay, the Lord has death and destruction, all right, for you Israelites that want to, of course, take upon these ways of the other nations, the natural Gentiles and such. All right, to be homosexuals, to be wicked. All right, the Lord's gonna have to destroy you. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 2. It says, I'm gonna get started at the top slot. It says, "Have mercy upon us, O the Lord Yahweh, power of all, and behold us." It says, "And send thy fear upon all nations that seek not after thee." This nation doesn't seek after Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, 2/3 don't seek after Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's why the Lord is going to destroy them. It says, "Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power." All right, the Lord ain't dealt with these other nations. That's why you have it where, the Esau Edom, okay, he thinks he's getting away with all of the wickedness he's doing because he hasn't received his judgment. Okay, his actual wickedness have reached the heavens. All right, and the Lord is going to come down on him very soon. All right, they're against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And so it says, "As thou was sanctified in us before them," all right, we are made separate. All right, from these other nations. Okay, "So be thou magnified among them before us." It says, "And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahweh, or Most High." All right, it says here, I'm gonna go down to verse 7. It says, "Raise up indignation, his righteous anger, and pour out wrath, and take away the adversary," so-called white man, everybody that's contrary to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But as you know, Satan means enemy or adversary. It says, "And destroy the enemy." It says, "Sake the time short." Of course, the Lord make the day short for the elect's sake. All right, no flesh will be saved if you have this damn devil keep ruling. All right, with all this wickedness he perpetuates. It says, "Remember the covenant." All right, the covenant, the agreement that's about right, Yath. All right. It says, and that agreement is made between Israel and the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, "And let them declare thy wonderful works." All right. Going down, it says here, "Let him that escape be consumed by rage of fire, and let them that perish that oppress the people. Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we. All right. You know, you have it where these damn devils really, you know, the Edomites, they believe that they are the Most High. So we need, of course, to be delivered out of here. All right, because, you know, this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And you could clearly see it. All right, so, you know, with that, I'm just going to close out. Slock, you know, I was going on for a bit, but, you know, that's how these lessons go. It's all due to Ruach HaKodesh. All right. Hope you're edified. Call Allah, Yimla Yahal Bashim Rashai Bashim Ruach HaKodesh Kaya Mathka, you know, for thy truth. All right. Double honor to those apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the election. All right. That's out there. Shalom.